Hey, Kirk Junge here from LearningGolf.tv. Today I'm going to show you what I'm looking for when I look at a golf swing, and more specifically my setup for impact golf swing, which has me setting up as close as possible to where I will be with the golf club at impact. So basically I'm setting up on my impact plane. So when we're talking about the plane, I'm drawing a line here through the shaft of the golf club. And you can see upward through my body. And you can see a very important part of what I'm trying to do is to have my right arm, as you can see here, is directly on the same plane as the golf club at setup. And if you've seen some of my other videos, you know at impact, virtually every golfer, regardless of ability, is in that alignment at impact. So I've found that teaching somebody to set up there simplifies the striking of a golf ball. The other line, what I'd be doing here is I try to get a line from the back of the neck down through the lower spine, just like that. And that way I can track how the body is moving, if it's moving up and down, if I'm losing spine angle throughout the golf swing. The goal is as little movement as possible, which will show us then that there's a pure rotation of the body in order to move the golf club. So basically I draw those lines. I try to have the camera set up so the lens of the camera is shooting directly through the hands towards the target. You can see I'm taking it back. I want it somewhere along the plane. I'd rather see it a little bit underneath the plane on the way back than above. If you see here at the top, I want it as close as possible on an extension of the plane there. You see that's pretty close. And I'm also looking at my spine angle. You can see the line behind the back of my neck that I'm pretty close to at the same angle with my body. Because of the rotation of the body, it may move slightly off a little bit. Then I'm looking here basically at the transition. So for my members that send in videos, that's part of your membership on my website, these are the lines basically I'm going to draw from this direction, and we're going to look at things like this, and this tells me a lot about what's going on. I'm also going to look at the change of direction here and see if I can see the left leg moving right there. The left leg starts to move, so the hips are starting to turn, hopefully before the club starts down. That's what we're looking for. You see the club directly on plane here. That's one of the most important parts of the swing, that we're coming down on plane. And most of this is due to the way I set up. So if you set up on your impact plane, it's going to be far easier for you to be on plane on the downswing. You see the club tracking down the plane. I like to see the right arm bent in. It's in front of my hip there. And you can see right here the club. I'll try to make a little bit of a circle there. The club is right in there. So it's right. You see my hands, the club head right on plane there. Coming in, and we'll keep going. It tracks right down the plane. I also want to see that the hips are rotated towards the target here. This is the one thing in my swing that I would like to have a little bit more rotation of the body. That's going to be important, and the upper body should also be rotated a little bit towards the target. You can't see it so well here. You can see now the club at impact, and this is probably the most important thing that I'm looking for. It's on the same plane it was on at setup. So you see the spine angle stayed virtually the same, and I try to minimize the head movement down as well. And so here I'm happy with this swing, and you see the club tracking up the plane now. You see another thing we're looking at that shows me the path was very good. Even here you can get a really good view. I love this in V1. You can zoom in, but you see the club face tracking right up the plane. So if I go back and bring it coming down, this is what shows me basically how the path is. Here comes the face right down the plane. And then we want to see it going up the plane. And this is almost impossible to achieve, in my opinion, with the conventional golf swing. Most of the guys you see on TV have played since they were 5 years old. They learned the compensating moves and they've become really good at it. I just don't see adults who are able to ever learn to swing like Rory McIlroy or Dustin Johnson or any of these guys, simply because their bodies can't do it. Your body needs the flexibility and strength to be able to move that way. The swing I'm demonstrating here can be done by anybody. There will be customizations necessary based on your flexibility. You may not be able to take it back as far as I do, although I don't have really a long golf swing. But if the swing's a little bit shorter based on flexibility, and you will have much more fun hitting great golf shots just because you're set up for impact. Let me know if there's any questions or comments. I respond to all reasonable comments. And please visit my website. There is a free lesson series which will give you more information. And there's also a 14-day free trial on the website. So get started. Let me know if there's any questions. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel.